Hello, dear students, Jai Hind and very good morning. Welcome back. Today we are going to start the last chapter in physics, as you all know. Understood? And as in physics, you have already you are already explained chapter number 12, that is regarding basic concepts of electricity, and at the same time you are also given an idea regarding three important terminology. As you know, you were given the idea about potential difference, electric potential, then we got the idea about electric current, we got also idea about resistance. You are also explained regarding the dependence of resistance. Understood? You are also explained series connection of resistors, parallel connection of resistors, and at last, if you can remember, we also discussed regarding heating effect of electric current. That also we discussed, if you can remember. Today, my dear student, we are starting. Let me first write the name of the chapter. Actually, name of the chapter itself gives us a complete idea what you are going to study in this particular chapter. Name itself. And if you just write the name of the chapter, you will immediately come to know. Understand? We are going to discuss in the last chapter of physics, that is magnetic effect of electric current. That is what we are going to discuss. Okay? Magnetic effect of electric current. This is the title of the chapter. And obviously, title itself gives a complete explanation. Understand what you are actually going to study in this particular chapter. Today you are attending already lecture number 1 in this particular chapter. Okay, magnetic effect of electric current. That is what we are going to study. Now, dear student, before we start our discussion regarding magnetic effect of electric current, what you need to understand first is this, that electric current means, I can say, electric energy. Let us utilize this word. Electric energy is available to us. Understand, is such an important aspect today in our daily life. If just somebody asks you a question, can you live without electricity? No, you can't imagine your life without electricity. Understand? Because electric energy has become an integral part of our life today. If somebody asks you, name the devices where electric current is used. You will ask the rebounds question. Okay, name the device where electricity is not utilized. Electric energy, because electric energy is easily convertible into other forms of energy. That's why it has become one of the popular source today. It can be easily converted into heat energy. That's why so many heating appliances utilized in our home. Electric energy can be easily converted, understand, into chemical energy. Electric energy also have a magnetic effect, and that is actually the title of the topic, title of the chapter itself, that is magnetic effect of electric current. Dear student, after the discovery of electricity, means after the discovery of what is actually electric current and all these aspects of electricity, a main question was still revolving in the mind of the scientist, that is there any particular relation between electricity and magnetism? Today, to my dear student, a special branch of physics which works, understand, that it works on studying the interrelation between electricity and magnetism, which we call electromagnetism, a special branch of physics. But first we need to understand actually that is there any connection between electricity and magnetism? Some of the accidental facts came in the mind of one of the famous scientists, Oersted. There are so many names, no doubt, who have worked a lot in the field of studying the interrelation between electricity and magnetism. One of the famous name is Michael Faraday. You all know very well. Henry Oersted is another name. Understand? They both have worked very much. Maxwell also one of the famous name. Fleming also one of the famous name who actually worked, understand, to study the interrelationship between electricity and magnetism. There must lie a relation between electricity and magnetism, understand? See, dear student, before we study about one of the famous experiment, understand, performed by Oersted, let us try to understand one very important thing which I just want to explain. Suppose, dear student, suppose, just take an example. This is one conductor, okay? Suppose this is a conductor. Understood? This is conductor through which, suppose you pass electric current, okay? What is actually we want to study is that when electric current is passed through this conductor, okay? When electric current is passed through this conductor, what happens actually? Suppose, how can we study? Just take an example. You just want to understand whether when electric current pass through any wire, we can say current carrying wire, conductor. Understand, if you keep any very small magnet near to it, okay, very small magnet, right, small magnet just in the shape of a very minute strip, okay. Now what happens when electric current is passed through this conducting wire? It will create effect on the magnet which is placed near to the wire. This wire will, when this has been experienced, and then the question arose in the mind of the scientist to study the relation between electricity and magnetism. The moment electric current pass through this wire, understand, when electric current is passed through this wire, it acquires an extra capability, understand, to attract the magnet which is kept beside it. It is capable of attracting the magnet. Understand? Suppose another thing, suppose I keep some, my dear student, suppose some iron filings. Iron filings means you all know. Iron filings, suppose these are, okay. Suppose, dear student, iron filings, even when we pass electric current through this conductor, it, it has been observed by the scientist that this live wire, I must use the word live wire, you all know, live means the wire through which electric current is already passing. That's called a live wire. Now what happens? The moment you pass electric current, this wire attracts the iron filing. Understand? That means one thing is clear. When electric current is passed through this wire, it is going to attract the magnet. Not only it is going to attract the magnet, it will also have an attraction effect on the iron filings. Understand? That means, my dear student, you all know the law of magnetism. I do not need to narrate it again. Understand? You all know like poles repel each other, unlike poles attract each other. So here, my dear student, when this wire attract this magnet, that means this wire is also becoming magnet. Understand? If this wire attract iron filing, it is behaving like a magnet. That means one point is very clear in our mind, that whenever electric current pass through any wire, it temporarily behaves as a magnet. I am utilizing the particular word. Temporary magnetism is produced in this wire. The moment temporary, understand, temporary magnetism is produced in this wire when electric current is passed through this. Understand? That means one thing is clear. Whenever electric current is passed through any wire, it temporarily acquires magnetism. That means it temporarily becomes a magnet. It behaves like a magnet. Huh? The moment you switch off the current, it is a normal wire. Again you start passing electric current through it, it becomes a magnet. That means, my dear student, make one thing clear. Whenever electric current passes through the wire, it temporarily becomes a magnet. You understood this? No doubt we call it electromagnet because magnetism is produced by passing electric current through the wire. We can call it electromagnet. Understand? But one thing is clear. By passing electric current, magnetism can be produced. That is clear in our mind. Understand? One of the another experiment also. Let us try to understand that experiment. Suppose, dear student, the experiment is like this. Suppose let us try to make an electric circuit, okay, where in electric circuit what we want, ammeter, switch, resistor, that means the conductor and near conductor we saw. Understand, just take an example, I just want to explain you. Suppose we draw one electric circuit to understand this electric circuit, okay. Suppose, dear student, let us try to draw one electric circuit. Electric circuit, obviously the source of electric current has to be shown. Suppose we draw this way. Okay. Just take an example, electric circuit if we draw. Just try to understand it. Okay. This is what we just need to understand what actually happens. Suppose, my dear student, here, suppose this is one wire, okay, right, and suppose this is switch, okay, as you know, and I think let us show the source of electric current also. Suppose electric circuit you can do this way, okay. Suppose negative, positive, okay. That means this is positive and this is negative. This is source of electric current, this is key, and this is some wire, conductor, okay. Now, dear student, and to measure the amount of current passing, suppose this is ammeter, let us show it, okay. Ammeter is also shown here, and suppose for more clarity, suppose, my dear student, okay, ultimately the voltage we doesn't require just now. Here suppose I keep one magnetic needle, okay. Suppose this type of arrangement we have made on the top of the table and I keep needle magnet here, okay. I am showing the needle this way. Needle magnet, you all know, doesn't need any explanation. You know the needle magnet, okay. This is needle magnet, free to rotate. Now actually what happens, try to understand. Moment you switch on and the electric current starts flowing in this particular circuit, okay. Now actually what happens, the moment electric current starts flowing in the wire, this wire temporarily becomes a magnet, and magnet always have effect on the another magnet, This wire is already fixed in the electric circuit. Though it behaves temporarily as a magnet, it is stable because fixed in the circuit. But nearby is one needle magnet which is pivoted in such a way that it is free to rotate. So what happens? May either attraction or repulsion take place between this wire. I will not speak wire now, magnet, because it has become magnet, understand, and this needle magnet. Understand what is going to happen the moment you start flowing the electric current, this needle magnet shows deflection. Understand? Suppose the needle magnet shows deflection by understood 180 degree, and suppose it is moving this way, clockwise direction. You understood this? If you change the polarity of the battery, negative and positive, then the needle magnet will again deflect, but in anti-clockwise direction. So one thing has been clear in the mind of all of us, and it was also in the mind of the scientist at that time, that whenever electric current passes through any conductor, magnetism is produced in this. And dear student, when you are saying that when electric current is passed through this wire, magnetism is produced, means this wire temporarily became a magnet, and when it is a question of magnet, there is always understanding of magnetic field comes. You know, you must have studied in previous standard somewhat regarding magnet. Every magnet are not capable to attract other magnet from distant. No. When you bring two magnets nearer to each other in some limited region, understand, then and then you are able to see some effect. So actually what is there, understand, take an example, one magnet I saw here. I am just showing a smaller bar magnet, suppose. Now another bar magnet, suppose here. Suppose this is bar magnet A and this is bar magnet B. If these two bar magnets are distant away, can you see any type of either attraction or repulsion? No. If you bring this bar magnet, suppose my dear student, it is actually not visible to us. We are not able to visualize the magnetic field, but at least be sure that invisible magnetic field exists around every. Suppose I saw this is the magnetic field, suppose, of this particular magnet. So my dear student, it is never going to happen that this particular magnet will have either attraction or repulsion on this magnet which is distant away. But it happened. If I bring this magnet nearer and nearer and nearer, and moment this magnet enter, understand, in the invisible magnetic field, understand, immediately either you will see attractive force or repulsive force, any type of force. That though depends on poles, but either you will see attraction or repulsion between these two magnets. What does it mean? This means, dear student, that every magnet has a limited region in the surrounding where its magnetism is effective. Why? What actually exists in this surrounding? Actually, dear student, in this surrounding around every magnet there are invisible magnetic field lines, or we simply spoke magnetic lines. Understand? So my dear student, when every magnet is surrounded by, no doubt in limited region, by magnetic line, so in this conductor, when electric current was passed, it also behaves as a magnet. So that means when it behaves as a magnet, in the surrounding region, it also create a temporary magnetic field. Understand, which is actually formed by spinning of magnetic lines. So my dear student, very important answer, many time asked in old course also regarding characteristics of magnetic lines. That is the, or they may ask sometime in board exam, what are magnetic lines? Explain or state the properties of magnetic lines. Let us try to understand this. Okay, let us try to understand the properties of magnetic lines now. Okay, sometime in old course I have seen, once they have just asked a diagram showing magnetic lines. Understand, in 2 marks, just the diagram showing magnetic lines. Understand? Okay. So dear student, the topic which we are discussing now is regarding magnetic lines. Okay. Each and every property regarding magnetic lines can be understood quite easily from the diagram itself. You just remember the diagram of magnetic field lines, you are able to write all the properties of magnetic line very easily. Okay. Suppose, dear student, I saw one magnet here. Understand? Suppose this magnet. Okay. We are trying to understand the properties of magnetic lines. Okay. Suppose one bar magnet I have taken, this is North Pole and this is South Pole. Suppose. From the diagram itself, we will come to know all properties of magnetic line. In fact, magnetic lines are never visualized by us. We just have to understand it. Okay. So my dear student, suppose I draw one magnetic line here. Suppose one magnetic line here. Okay. Only one I am showing. Okay. One magnetic line I have shown. Another magnetic line I show here. Now, dear student, try to understand, right? What I want to explain you is this. See, the first property of magnetic field lines which we are going to study all magnetic line, you remember all points, understand, all magnetic line form a closed loop. You say me where it is closed loop? So actually inside I haven't shown it, but this is actually a closed loop. For this particular magnetic line also, this is a closed loop. I have just drawn a one dotted line. I just to explain you that these both are actually a closed loop. So my dear student, first property about magnetic field lines. Can you say me? What is that? Every magnetic field lines means every magnetic line emerge form a closed loop. The first property let us write. Understand? I am not going to write the full statement, but some of the important point. All magnetic line forms a closed loop. You will understand. Okay? This is the first property. All magnetic lines form a closed loop. Second, all magnetic line emerges from North Pole and reaches to South Pole. That means all magnetic line travel from North Pole to South Pole in the exterior of the magnet, but in the interior of the magnet, all magnetic line travel from south to North Pole. You understood the second property? Whatever I spoke, let me write it here. So what? Outside magnet, I am writing in short. Outside magnet, they travel. They means magnetic line. You all know they travel from north to south, and inside magnet, this is you need to understand, inside magnet they travel from south to north. Okay. So the second point also, my dear student, if the diagram has been remembered properly, understand, you are able to answer this quite easily just from the diagram itself. All magnetic line travel from North Pole to South Pole outside the magnet, but inside magnet they travel from South Pole to North Pole. Okay. Third property, my dear student, to understand this, I will draw some more magnetic lines here. Suppose this one. Okay. One another let me show. One here also let me show. One another, okay, let me show. Other line I am not showing, but I am just showing by arrow. Okay. These all lines are going to travel in the same way. This line are seem to be traveling. Okay. Right. Here also I can show this way. Okay. Here they are entering. Right. Now try to understand the third property, my dear student. What actually I have shown you here is this. What you see at the North Pole? What you see at the South Pole? So see, dear student, intentionally in the diagram we have shown that here the distance between the magnetic line looking more, here very less. That means what? All magnetic lines merges, understand, merges together at the poles of the magnet. From here they are emerging out. In south pole they are entering, but the basic what I want to convey is that this magnetic lines merges at the poles. That means what? Magnetism of a magnet is strongest at the poles and average in the middle region. That's why every magnet possesses, if you compare all region of the magnet, every magnet possesses strong magnetism at the poles and average magnetism in the middle. Why? Because maximum collection of magnetic lines happen at North Pole and South Pole. That's why, my dear student, when you write the third point, what is that? Magnetism means I am just writing the merges at pole. You understood the meaning of this. Okay? Detailed explanation you need to give, but I just want to make some of the important words and phrases. Okay? Merges at poles means magnetism. Magnetism is strongest where? At poles and in middle region. Okay, this important point you need to understand, right? Okay, the third point, magnetism is always strongest at the poles because maximum collection or merging of magnetic lines occurs at poles of the magnet. Okay, and the fourth point, dear student, fourth point, any number of magnetic line you may show here. Suppose I saw another magnetic line, I saw another magnetic lines, understand, I saw one more magnetic lines. Okay, this is understood. Similar way you can show any more magnetic lines. Suppose, okay, here suppose I draw another magnetic line, suppose I draw one more magnetic lines, understand, here one more magnetic line. What actually I want to narrate you from this is that magnetic lines which I have shown here, magnetic line, understand, are all parallel to each other. Understand, all magnetic lines are parallel to each other and they never intersect. That is also important property. What is writing the main keywords? Parallel, parallel lines. This keyword gives you a complete idea regarding the point I want to narrate. All magnetic lines are parallel and never intersect each other. So these are four properties of magnetic lines which you need to remember. Understand and remember in the sense you just remember the perfect diagram, and from the diagram itself you are able to answer all the four characteristic properties of magnetic line. First, all magnetic lines make a closed loop. Outside the magnet, all magnetic line travel from north pole to south pole. Inside magnet, all magnetic line travel from south pole to north pole. That means a closed loop, north to south, south to north. All magnetic lines are making a closed loop. Third, all magnetic lines merges at these two end region of the magnet. They merges here, and that's why the magnetism is strongest at the ends of the magnet, and it is somewhat weaker compared to the end magnetism in the other region, means in the middle region of the magnet. Okay. And one more very important property, characteristic property, that is magnetic lines are parallel to each other. Not only that, magnetic lines are parallel to each other and they never intersect each other. Okay. So my dear student, 4 points are sufficient to remember. But before I start this answer, what I told you, that when you prepare any answer, sometime I just gave you an idea that once in board exam they just asked draw a diagram showing magnetic field lines. They haven't asked the properties. So dear student, this answer it depends on board exam. They sometime follow the blueprint, sometime not. They may ask in 3 mark or maybe in even 4 marks. When they ask you draw a diagram of magnetic field lines and write about its property. So this way not difficult to remember this answer, understood, but you need to remember, don't mug up, just understand it from the diagram itself. You understood this? So just have a look at this again, what I spoke. What are the characteristic properties of magnetic field line? First, all magnetic lines make a closed loop. They all emerges from north pole and travel towards the south pole outside the magnet, in the exterior of the magnet, but inside magnet they all seem to be traveling from south pole to north pole. Third, all magnetic line merges, collects maximum at the poles. That's why magnetism of a magnet is strongest at the ends, means at the poles, and somewhat comparatively weaker in the rest of the region. And next, parallel lines. All magnetic lines are parallel to each other and they never intersect each other. Understood, dear student? So today you just have attended one lecture in this particular topic, that is magnetic effect of electric current. Be sure it happened. You might have also searched on net that as per CBSE guideline, they have cut some of the topics from this particular chapter. We may not do that because we do not want to break the continuity of the topic. Understand? That's why even few topics like they have cancelled electric generator, they have cancelled AC/DC current, and they have also cancelled some explanation about domestic electric circuit, but we may explain you. Understand? Right? Because just cancelling those topic, understand, just cancel, or I can't understand why the topics are cancelled, because cancelling those topics are actually breaking the heart of this chapter, because you need to understand regarding AC/DC current as well as domestic electric circuit. Understood? So we are going to explain the whole chapter, though some part has been eliminated. Okay, so today in lecture number 1, dear student, we explain you how the concept of electromagnetism, that is the relation between electricity and magnetism, came in front, and we discussed that when electric current passes through any wire, temporary magnetism is produced in that, and because that temporary magnetism will create the magnetic field, which is actually a collection of invisible magnetic line. We studied their properties. Okay, thank you very much from Bharat sir for attending today's lecture.